Hey everybody, Everett's Live Music doing a shout out tonight and talking about. I'm going to come right out with culture crushing. I hear this a little bit on the wind now, but I talk about it a little bit. Let's throw out a couple. What I would think maybe it'd be an example. It might be like, say, I mentioned the other day Indigenous Day, and then played around with that with a little bit with you, and then so we got Columbus Day being replaced. Is that what some people would consider culture crushing? I would think that'd be a great example, and to get responses would be really good as to how you might see it. For me, I'm thinking, okay, we're marking what, 1492? Somewhere in the 1600s, by the time we had gotten there, we had eventually, gotten to a Thanksgiving. But in 1492, you got a European explorer coming across the ocean. And I'm not doing any homework on this, but just remembering it for sort of what it is. And then they're going to land on what, Plymouth Rock, and then or Jamestown. One of those were coined as the earliest areas, and even then, the true settling. I don't have those dates, but just the idea of Columbus Day being replaced, right, with an Indigenous Day. Is it culture crushing? I think so, and I think it's a good one. It marks the end to part of a Native American life. I've stressed before through some of the messages and stuff that we just didn't adopt enough of some of the other ways and thinking that other people have expressed and that we've come into contact with at times. It's almost like aliens coming, it had to be. I was joking a little while ago. Like, it's probably not Pocahontas, but whoever was the first to go down there, right? And see him out there in the ocean. And then they come back to the tribe, right? And they're like, dude, I see giant canoe. And the other person be like, right, yeah, big canoe. We found a really big birch tree or something and carved, and that's the biggest one, right? That's actually that's like one of like our 6-seaters or something. It's got, like, you can put 6 people in it comfortably. No. 20 canoe. 20 canoe big. 20 canoe times, or whatever it must have been. What a wild day that's coming. And however you think about it, and however it happened, to spend a little time and think and learn and find out how history unfolded and stuff. But that's like a total interaction between 2 alien species. About as close as you can get to it. And, there's going to be other examples through our history. Further down south through the Americas and such in some of the islands. But what a big one for that's coming, and to take time to think and it's not culture crushing to me. It's like seeing it for what it is. It's like seeing the statues taken down in the South of people that supported slavery and the fight for it. That can be argued to the end of the day, but I would hope, man, that we're at a point where no, dude, you can maybe have some graveyard where you display them. I don't know, and people walk. I don't know. I don't want to chase that very far at all, but the idea that they were displayed in towns where people that may feel different from it all, I don't think that's culture crushing. It is, but maybe it. I'll take that back. I will. It is culture crushing again on a good level, isn't it? See, when you say, you're like, no, but you got to realize, yes, that is. And we're going to crush that part of our culture, and we're going to try to make the changes that we need from time to time and keep seeing them and keep being. And if they, we changed Columbus Day to Indigenous Day, then let's roll with that, man. None of us are turning the clock back. We're just seeing the days for what they are and then trying to find out, maybe there was never no hope for peace between the two, what you would call people, man. We're all people from the same planet, but we were so young. So we didn't meld together perfectly, and sometimes maybe, but we were all fueled by that endless lust for money and more and get yours while you got a chance and stake the land and take it and own it and not learn much from people that were like, I don't live like that. We don't see life the same way. I'll see it for what it is, and in my mind it's a start of a big chapter of history where possibly we could have came out with a better result, and there's so much to learn from so many of them. So I would hope it be seen for that, and then you celebrate it in a good manner with the ideas, man. Like it's not an argument. It's the idea and realization that that was a big chapter in history. It happened up and down through the Americas. So the Spaniards and different cultures, that came, or countries, I guess, from Europe. I think on these days, often about like, yeah, man, I really think it would have been cool to have adopted more of an idea of some of the ideas and beliefs they had. They really tried to live with it rather than dictate to the land how it will be. There's like that. So as that Indigenous Day comes, I think about that so much. Like that, I think they desired that somewhere inside. They weren't perfect people, and they were angry at times, and they fought against one another too. But there was like that common thing through them. That way of life, man, where I'm part of it, and everything around me that's been teaching me so much. I watch so much from I'm just one with it. But for culture crushing, I wanted to get that out there, man. It would have been cool, like get a hit back. What do you think culture crushing is? Telling the truth about different matter or something, I joked the other day, dude. How about like somebody that's like the big hunter, right? And he likes his ivory and stuff, And he gets an ivory-shaped case, and inside the ivory-shaped case now, it's loaded with teeth. Human teeth. This is how many people lost teeth, and you're the next one to fill the box, because if that's all you want is teeth, there's a new tooth fairy in town, man. Beware. Maybe we could start for those out there chasing the toenail clippings for the rhinos and stuff, that's about enough, dude. But I like that Indigenous Day coming. Is it culture crushing? Sure. In a good direction. Crushing some of the culture that's from way back when in the way of thinking. I'm all for it. Change is not something that I think we were ever meant to fear. Peace.